Saturday night, Game 1, Round 3. It's the first time ever the West Nipissing Lynx have made it to the division finals, and they go up against the defending Russell Cup champions and the Bradford Rattlers. This best-of-7 series between the Lynx and the Rattlers. We're going to take a look at the starting goaltenders for tonight's contest. Maxim Ivanov has a record of 3-0, one shutout in those 3 wins. Winning streaks of 12, 14, and this current one, 10. He's the GMHL's goaltender of the year. Vladislav Morozuk, the 19-year-old from Russia, comes in 5-1. His goals against of 2.7, save percentage of .925. 7-game winning streak for the West Nipissing Lynx. They are currently on it in the first play for the Lynx. The pass went through. Kuchma the drop. Minetskin twisted along, and it'll come out of the zone. Finlander to make the first play for the Lynx at center. Kuchma the defenseman. Pair of eights. Frank Ekholm making his first appearance here from the BWG here in Bradford. Traded midway through the season. And he starts this contest against his former team in the Bradford Rattlers. In 11 games for Bradford, Ekholm had 5 goals, 13 assists. He had 18 points. He gets traded to West Nipissing, and that's where he really starts to catch fire. 22 games played, 6 goals, 14 assists, 20 points. Maxim Ivanov leaves it. Minet's a stretch pass. He found Keller. He and Carlson coming through the zone. Carlson, a lead pass looking for his man. Keller just twisted on wide. To the blue line, will come back further down into the corner. It's Keller shrieking away from the captain, Filion. Keller, hard force pass looking to go to the blue line, but it's picked off and look a race for it. Ekholm, and a good second effort made by Richard Kuchma. Frank Ekholm, the former Rattler, nearly a partial break. Back the other way is Keller. It'll come to the line. A turnaround bid by Minetz can get pinned up on goal to Morozuk, who can swipe it away for Jorlet, and he can whip it across there, and a centering feed is made by Alexander Dubuc. Melker Melander, a lead pass, found Lutflin to the backhand. He'll go wide against Major. Lutflin into the corner now. Watched there by Barber, and it's twisted along and peeled back away from Dubuc, and he makes a rink-wide centering feed for Carson Laurent, and he'll work it ahead further up the gut for Weische before the Lynx are called on and offsides. Again, this is the first time the West Nipissing Lynx have made it to the 3rd round of the Russell Cup playoffs. They knocked off the Barracuda in round 1, and then the Ville Marie Pirates in round 2 to set up this matinee between the Rattlers and the Lynx. Neutral zone tie-up. It's going to be possessed by Artem Borisov. Lutflin, Baxter, and on. Artem Borisov has Bunzeniks with him. Around Jorlet, sharp angle shot, scores! Artem Borisov picks up his 3rd goal of the playoffs, his 4th point, and early the Bradford Rattlers are off and running. They lead 1-0. Artem Borisov just getting whatever you can on goal against Morozuk. They came in on a hot streak, West Nipissing. Winners of 9 straight here tonight. That was poked away from Slesnyov by Jorlet. To the blue line, it's Vargas trying to keep that puck into the zone, but they're going to call it on and offside. Borisov, his 3rd of the playoffs. Melker Melander getting the only assist on the game's first score. This season, the Bradford Rattlers were 5-0 against the Lynx all season long. Their last win against the Bradford Rattlers, you have to go back to last year in the 2022-23 season. Just 1 win for the Lynx over the Rattlers in their 6 games played last season. We're looking at Aaron Stemper, 14 in green with Nugamanov with him. Good second effort made by the captain, Filion. He twisted along for his man, 19 in yellow. Whistle upcoming here, and it's going to be an offside once again. D'Anthony Bendall. The man trying to twist that puck further up the gut. The Savignac line comes on. Chidoroni and Brunet. Finlander and Zachary Major, the defenseman on for the West Nipissing Lynx. It's going to be Zakharov and Chidoroni on the faceoff. A win for Zakharov against Savignac, I beg your pardon. Matvei Munets kind of cleared the zone, couldn't do so. Chidoroni kept it in, and so it's going to be Zakharov skating it to the Rattlers. David Majerchik, an aerial through center into the skates of Major, and picking it up now is Zakharov, and a good defensive play made by the forward, Dean Chidoroni. Opposite corner play. Matvei Munets trying to punch it off the boards. A physical check thrown on by Brunette. Danila Zakharov will twist it further backwards for Richard Kuchma. He'll gain the zone. Kuchma, curl and drag on that one, just skipped on wide off the pad of Morozuk. The captain, Filion, trying to skate up to that one, and he has it. Odd man rush for the Lynx. It's Filion, curling, dragging it, scores! The Lynx come right back and tie it up at 1. Zachary Major picking up his 3rd goal of the playoffs, 11th point. And only 7 playoff games played for Zachary Major, and it was all set up by the captain, Stefan Filion of the West Nipissing Lynx, and they have tied it here from the BWG in Bradford. Takeaway by the captain, Arvid Malm. He's back in. Malm a shot there into the breadbasket of Morozuk, and no further play. Filion will pick up his 10th assist of the playoffs. He's up to 15 points. West Nipissing Lynx, always a team we mention in these broadcasts. A thorn in the side of the Bradford Rattlers. We have a captain-on-captain face-off between Malm and Filion. The Lynx, Filion winning that one further into the corner. An outlet starting there, and looking to get that puck further up is Frank Ekholm. Again, Ekholm, former Bradford Rattler this season, played in 11 games early in this season before being dealt to the Lynx. Filion with a huge hit on the captain, Malm. Keller through the corner, found Arvid Malm. His shot stopped by Morozuk. Further into the corner, skating into it is Barber. A bank off the boards and as far as center. Littleton, a shovel along play for Carlson reaching up. Intercepted there by Burnett, and he'll have a look here. Burnett coming in with Frank Ekholm. Pass went into his skates there, and he'll relay it across for Filion. Filion off the high glass behind the net, and so it'll come loose for Fisher, who's trying to twist away from Lutflin. To the blue line now. It'll come for Finlander, and his shot never got on through. Lafreniere just trying to punch his man. Carlson can't do so. A chance now for Isaac Carlson. His shot scores! Isaac Carlson picks up his 1st goal of the playoffs. And the Bradford Rattlers regain their 1-goal lead over the Lynx with 16:02 to go here in period number 1. Rattlers are going to try to look for more. Bunzeniek's coming in with Melker Melander. A twist along effort. Borisov shot with Morozuk down, who never got it on goal. Rolling puck just would not settle for Artem Borisov, trying to get his 2nd goal of the contest, 2nd goal of the period. Melander there stood into physically there by Zachary Major. It's a clear away for Weische in a foot race. Filion gets stepped to the boards there by Marcus Vargas. Alexander Dubuc, the Sturgeon Falls, Ontario native, on the receiving end of that check. A giveaway there on that pass by Riley Finlander. Finlander will leave it over for his man, Alexander Dubuc, leading the Lynx in scoring in the regular season. 99 points, just a point away from 100. Vargas, his 2nd big check thrown here in this shift. Finlander from the neutral zone will not get twisted along further in deep, and so it's going to be a line change thrown on for West Nipissing. Matvei Munets will come on in exchange for Tyler Baxter. Kuchma, a hard centering feed, picked off by Ben Dahl. Major looking for, beg your pardon, that was Frank Ekholm, 8 in yellow. Navziger all over Matvei Munets, and the puck will come into the corner there. Major able to find his man there, and he'll spring Ekholm. Frank Ekholm was Navziger coming on the far side, but they're going to say that he was offside. 14:31 time remaining here in this first period of play. Both teams going seesaw back and forth, trading goals. 3 goals have been scored here in this first period, 2 for Bradford, 1 for the Lynx, and that's where we currently stand. 14:29 time remaining in this first period. Kuchma, Munetz, Nugamanov. Hit at center, thrown by Blake Barber. Josh McKay unable to clear the zone. 67 in yellow there. That one sticked aside by Moroizuk into the corner. Barber couldn't shovel it out. Slesnyov. Nazviger from the corner. Fluttering pass doesn't come out of the zone. Kuchma a settle and a giveaway back down into the corner. Stemper takes it from Slesnyov, looking for Nugamanov, couldn't connect to the blue line. Munetz wires that shot on goal, and it was blocked by Stemper en route. Nazviger may have got a piece of it as well. That kick shot by Moroizuk went right to Stemper. Gleb Slesnyov, hounded there by Barber, but Slesnyov is still after it. The 17-year-old Russian got it to Kuchma, now a further on for Munetz. Shot from the blue line, kicked out by Nugamanov, and so it'll come loose for his man up front, Frank Ekholm, just trying to clear that puck, and he'll do so. Munetz, as Stemper is heading off on a change, got a piece of it, and so icing is waved off. The Danila Zakharov line out onto the ice here. Rattlers still without Blake Anderson here. Baxter a long pass, and it's Bundy. Nice move around McKay. Bundy found Zakharov. What a pass! Terrarium shot blocked in front by Barber. Terrarium to Lutfulin. Tyler Baxter, he has the rim, shoots, and he just screamed it wide. Looking for a tip there by Bundy. Presented his stick to Tyler Baxter. Burnett got it across to Dean Chudoroni. 14 in yellow on goal. Ivanov can shrug it aside for Lutfulin. Savignac able to keep the zone alive. Lutfulin had a stick lifted. Burnett all alone in front there. His shot kicked out by Ivanov. Rebound was loosed in front. Behind the back pass will come to Drolet. Centering feed back down low. It's Savignac. Further to the blue line. Lafreniere will give it back in deep. Chidoroni will leave it for Brunet. His backhander by Savignac, handled by Ivanov. Puck comes loose. Lafreniere shot blocked by Terrarium. To the blue line, it's Drolet. His shot gloved down by Maxim Ivanov. .12:31, time to go here in the first. Arvid Malm, the captain, will take the face-off against Savignac from the Lynx, and Savignac can win it. That shot from the blue line into the breadbasket of Maxim Ivanov. No further play. Ivanov's playoff record is 3-0. His goals against is 1.33. Save percentage of .963. Carlson on the draw for Bradford. Another win by Savignac, clean. Drolet from defenseman Lafreniere will go into the corner. Vargas trying to pinch it away from Savignac again, alternate captain for West Nipissing. Dean Chidoroni, 14 in yellow. You see him, the puck handler now, hounded there by Roman Orikov. It'll come to Savignac at the half boards. He'll drop it from his backhand. Lafreniere further in deep. Savignac couldn't hack after it. Carlson can, and he can get it out of the zone. Pass fluttering on to Marcus Vargas. He has Arvid Malm to work with. Carlson in a combination play from Keller. Blake Keller from Malm. His shot blocked in front by Drolet. Beauport, Quebec native. Matthias Drolet, the 19-year-old. Centering feed in front, looking for Carlson. Moroizuk swats at it, but puck will go into the corner. The captain, Malm, found Keller. His shot blocked in front there by Lafreniere. Rebound comes loose into the high slot. Carlson, a turn and twist effort. Unable to get that puck further onto the goal. And so it's a skate out there for Major of the Lynx. Ivanov will leave it for the top defenseman of the GMHL, Richard Kuchma. Carlson to Keller. Carlson, a curl and drag move there by Blake. Keller was kicked aside and blocked. Savignac leaving it for Ekholm. Had his pocket picked there. Matvey Munetz with 2 Lynx on him. A good steal by Ekholm. His shot blocked there by Kuchma. Pair of eights into the corner doing battle. That one is cleared off by Melander, and racing to it is Artem Borisov on a rolling puck, and a good stick check made by Moroizuk. Moroizuk losing his goaltender stick in the process. He will go over and retrieve his stick now. Lutfulin will park behind Maxim Ivanov. 10:40 to go now in the first period. Rattlers still up by a goal. Shamil Lutfulin from center. From a zone, still able to get his way through into the O zone. It's picked off there by Weische. Filion, the captain, just slapping it right to Filion, plays the bank, and he found Borsov. He has Melander and Bunzeniks, the forwards, with him. Nice move by Bunzeniks, will do it himself. Ran out of real estate. Backhanded away from Major. Melker Melander. After it now for the Bradford Rattlers, it's 25 in green. Thought about Baxter from the blue line, but he'll pivot on further for Bunzeniks, who gets hounded there by Weisje. And that puck comes out of the zone for Anders. Melker Melander avoiding a check from Major. Chitteroni into the corner. I beg your pardon, Carson Laurent. Bunzeniks just trying to twist it from this backhand. Stop, big rebound. Morozik is down, who can swat it away behind the cage. Bunzeniks will, Borisov will slap it out of the air to the blue line. It's a backhander shot by Orkov, went wide. Borisov, his second time keeping that puck inside the zone, and as we say that, he shoots it up and out of play. Frank Ekholm, we talked about him in the opener. Former Rattler, now a part of the Lynx. In 6 playoff games, Ekholm has 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points. Unfortunately for the Bradford Rattlers, had to part ways with Frank. Big pickup for the West Nipissing Lynx, and any team that has aspirations of a Russell Cup championship, Ekholm is a perfect player to build a team around, currently slotted in that first-line center role. Gleb Slesnyov from Orkov. Both players going down. Stemper and Riley Burnett. That pass from Nugamanov will miss Stemper, and icing is called on Team Green. Maxim Ivanov hasn't been all that busy so far in this contest, but he has been beat. And that's a story that most teams cannot tell against the Bradford Rattlers, scoring against Maxim Ivanov. Lynx have done it to tie the game. Rattlers, of course, getting the lead right back. And so it's going to be interesting to see how the Lynx will respond back, now down by 1 again. Gleb Slesnyov has all sorts of room. The Lynx were trailing on back defensively, allowing him to get an easy shot on goal. Routine save made by Morozik, and that allows Brene to lay a check there on Orkov. And that puck is able to skate out of the zone. They had a man trailing there, and it's Chitteroni. Chitteroni, curl and drag shot blocked there by Kuchma. Checks his stick, and it looks like it's still in one piece. Stemper, unable to clear the zone. His second effort still does not get out. A good glove there by Savignac, and Barber will twist it back into the zone, and a line change going both aside. Zakharov through Kuchma. Now for David Majerchik, 68 in green, will flip it in. Morozik will slow it down. Jurley met by a check there by Nugamanov. In front, Zakharov just peeled it on wide. Majerchik battling away with Jurley, couldn't get it out. Laurent will try from his backhand, and he got it. Bundy lost the handle. It's a chance now for Bendal. His shot blocked there by Kuchma, who had a stick down, blocking the lane. 8 minutes to go now in the period. It's a chance now on a 3-on-2. It's Bundy coming in. A pass. Kuchma shot stopped by Morozik, who went down. The captain, Filion, twist it through center. Laurent leaving it back for Filion, and a chance now for the Lynx. His snapshot stopped by Ivanov. Puck comes loose. Blue line kept alive by Jurley. Backhanded it further into the zone. Kuchma might have some time here. Ever so calmly, backhand pass, and it's Melker Melander. Plays it off the bank, and he found Bundy. Stretch pass, it's the captain, Arvid Malm. 1-on-1 against Matthias Jurley. A lead pass, found Carlson, got slashed in front there, but play will continue. Shamil Lutfulin, lead pass out of the reach of the captain, and so it's going to be Jurley sending it back in for the Lynx. Frank Ekholm against Matvei Minets. Carlson can't clear the zone. It's the captain, Filion, further into Frank Ekholm. Tied up there with Matvei Minets. A centering feed by Filion, losing it to Fisher, who got pumped down. Richard Kuchma, beg your pardon, that was Keller. Lead pass Carlson, up the gut, it's Malm. Keller offering some support there down low. He's playing the F2 slot there. Nearly got it there. Lutfulin, his screaming shot off the mask in front of Jurley, but puck will stay inside. Carlson leaving it across. Keller left it for Lutfulin, and now comes to Carlson once more. Carlson wanted to get Lutfulin, but a good second effort made by Lafreniere. Avoided the pass, and so it's tied up there by the captain, Filion. Through the corner, picked off, it's Carlson. Watched there by Lafreniere. Carlson is 10 in green. Puck handler will go to the high slot. Nice pass. He found Keller on the backhand shot that just grazed off the crossbar. Rattlers all that close. to getting their first 2-goal lead of the contest. Keller looks to be held up there by Filion. The play will continue. Rattlers still with possession now. They got it now to Lutflin. Just muscled off there by Frank Ekholm. That one does not come out of the zone, but yes, they say it will. A glove pass by Carlson back to himself, but it came out of the zone with 6:02 time remaining here in period number 1. Bradford Rattlers still possessing a 1-goal lead over the West Nipissing Lynx in this round 3, game 1. This series is a best of 7. Melander with Bunzeniks and Borisov. On this line, the Carson Laurent line, the top line. Out for the Lynx now, Weissche and DeBook. That screaming shot by Finlater into the glove of Maxim Ivanov. Very routine save for the young Russian. Laurent Finlater. Major Weissche and DeBook. 5 out there in yellow. Weissche trying to reach up to that one, couldn't do so. Bunzeniks hounding over his man. It's picked off by Major. A lead pass looking for his man Filion. Carson Laurent into his own zone. It's Riley Finlater. Backhanded and shoveled into the zone by Major. Ivanov came out of his cage to play it. Matvey Munets was stymied there. He found Laurent. Good centering feed. High slot chance. Ivanov went down. Puck came loose for Kuchma. Plays it off the bank, and it's Bunzeniks. Lynx with a few good shifts piled in a row here. Let's see if they can build any momentum on that. Burnett can't get Bunzeniks further into the zone. A chip play made for Melander just went astray. Weissche played it off the boards, and it's a chip up by Alexander DeBook. Vargas Bunzeniks line change aside for Bradford. Chitteroni line comes out against the Nugamanov line for Bradford. Finlater hounded there by Merit Nugamanov. Kicks up to Roman Orikov, who left it for Gleb Sleznyov. Dangerous pass went through to Aaron Stemper. Chipped it away from Savignac. Brene was all over Vargas. Orikov lead pass. It's Gleb Sleznyov looking for Nugamanov. Couldn't connect, and so it's Major backpedaling for the Lynx. Fake going the one way. Will go to this forehand side. That allows Chitteroni to make an aerial lift through center. Drops right to the play of Brene, who will leave it. Watch it go for Savignac. Savignac shot blocked by Vargas. Aaron Stemper. Lead pass, he elevated it across for Gleb Sleznyov. Good drop pass. Nugamanov, his shot scaring him in front there, looking for Stemper to tap it in. Couldn't do so, went away from him. Sleznyov dropping it back, it's Tyler Baxter. Aaron Stemper looking for Sleznyov, who hacked at it, and it just hopped over his stick. Lutflin will chip it off the high glass, and so Barber will skate into it first for the Lynx. Corbeil, Ontario native. Lead pass kicked off by Lutflin, and it's Sleznyov and Nugamanov. Stemper heading towards the goal. Stemper trying to get a shot on goal, unable to do so. Nugamanov tied up in front. Chitteroni just with his one hand just pressuring it back and through. The goaltender Maxim Ivanov calling for his defense partners to collapse down low on this breakout. Shamil Lutflin, 55 in green, will stop up. Sakharov, Majerchuk, puck is deep. Left there by Morozek, Barber. Leaving it across, and it's going to be a skate up out of the zone now by D'Anthony Bendal. Ivanov thought about going to Lutflin. He made a quick play for Derarium. A chip off there by Orikov, and it'll go into the zone. The netminder Morozek will settle it down, but Derarium's first after it, who got stapled there to the boards by Barber. Frank Ekholm, the former Rattler, standing at 6'4", using his frame to his advantage, trying to get by Matvey Munets, couldn't do so. Majerchuk took that pass from Kuchma, hits center and dumps in. 2:37 time remaining in this first period. Ekholm can't get that puck out of the zone. It's kept alive by Kuchma. Carlson, he has some room to his backhand, and he won too many stick handles for Carlson, lost possession of the puck. Filion, the captain, hits center and dumps in. Line change on. Kuchma, Carlson, now Arvid Malm. The captain, a lead pass to St. Cloud, Minnesota's Blake Keller. Stops on a dime and leaves it forward for the captain. Picked off by Lafreniere, but Carlson's back after it. Blake Keller, 9 in green. twisted it further into the corner, and it's Carlson tied up by Jorle. Got a stick in the face, but play will continue. No, they're going to call it. With 1:57 to go in the first period, the Bradford Rattlers will get the game's first power play. All season long, the Rattlers were 28% on the power play. All season long, the Lynx were 85% on the PK. Navziger Burnett, Major, and Finlater. The four out there for the West Nipissing Lynx on this penalty kill, and the red-hot power play of the Bradford Rattlers has begun. Baxter, a pass, Nugamanov, his shot, scores! Merit Nugamanov. It's a power play goal, and it's his second goal of the playoffs. 2-goal lead for the Bradford Rattlers. They lead 3-1 over the Lynx here in the first period of play. Bradford Rattlers don't need many opportunities on the man advantage. They're first of this third round, and they're going to cash in successfully. And it's a 2-goal lead for Team Green. Tyler Baxter and Artem Borisov will get the secondary and primary assists on the latest goal. One minute, 34 seconds, time remaining now. The Melander line will stay out. Borisov and Bunzeniks will be his wingers. Kuchma and Munetz on D. Melander against Alexander Dubuc on the draw. It's won by the Rattlers. A few face-off wins in this contest so far. Most of them have gone to the side of the Lynx. Melander touches up, or they're going to call an offside. Again, this contest between the Lynx and the Rattlers, this series best of 7. No best of 5s. It's real playoffs this time. Best of 7. Pick off there for Carson Laurent. He works his way back in. Navziger in front. Weishe, a shot. He scores! Matthias Weishe picks up his 7th goal of the playoffs, 16th point of these playoffs, and the Lynx have clawed back and cut the lead within 1. They throw out the Arvid Malm line out to answer. Savignac, another face-off win. He is 4-0 so far in this contest. This goal coming at the last minute of play in the first period. You hear JR making the announcement. Carson Laurent and Alexander Dubuc will get the primary and secondary assists on the Weishe goal, his 7th of the playoffs. Morozic will leave it for Finlater. Hounded there by Blake Keller. Finlater again can't clear it. He'll leave it for Savignac. Burnett, 89 in yellow, will give in. Lutflin to the opposite corner play. Had a stick lifted there by Chitteroni. Stole the puck. Isaac Carlson could keep it alive by Savignac, alternate captain. Now a chance here on a 2-on-2 rush. It's Carlson stopping on a dime away from Major to the corner. It's Mob looking to get it to the blue line. It's Lutflin. His shot rang it off the post. Rattlers coming all that close to getting the 2-goal lead right back with 10 seconds to go in the period. Lutflin, a lead pass over for Carlson. He'll weave his way into the zone, and this is how we will end the first period of play. After 20 minutes in this game 1, it's the Rattlers 3. The Lynx 2 will be back for the second period of play after this intermission. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting close to puck drop of the second period between the Lynx and the Bradford Rattlers. Arvid Malm at center chatting with his former teammate Frank Ekholm. Of course, Ekholm traded halfway through the season to the West Nipissing Lynx, and he's had himself quite the playoff. 6 games played, 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points with a big Swede. It's going to be captain on captain. Malm against Filion to start this middle frame between the Lynx and the Rattlers here from the BWG in Bradford. And it's going to be the face-off win for the Bradford Rattlers. Minets, Kuchma, Malm through center, picked off by the captain Filion. Kuchma a return back for Minets. Chip pass, and you'll find Isaac Carlson as Malm trailing with them. Can't connect with them here. Finlater was there offering some defensive help. Carlson, that puck in his skates there. He's tied up effectively there by Finlater. Navziger just trying to pry that puck out of the zone, can't do so. I beg your pardon, it was Nathan Fisher, 18 in yellow. Filion, the captain, back into the zone he comes against Kuchma. Filion will take Carlson wide and look to the blue line. They'll come now for Major on that return feed coming from Finlater. Delay penalty coming up. Ivanov can sweep it aside, and it's Major once more. Penalty upcoming to the Bradford Rattlers. Major still with it. Twists it back for Frank Ekholm. To the blue line now. A quick chip pass, and it'll be touched up easily by Isaac Carlson. After the Bradford Rattlers made successful on their first power play opportunity, it's going to be the West Nipissing Lynx going on to the man advantage a minute into the second period. All season long, the Lynx power play definitely could use some help here, sitting at 16%. A chance to tie the game for the Lynx. Aaron Stemper will be the man defensively to take the draw for the Rattlers, but it's going to be possession to the Rattlers off the tie-up. Baxter, an easy clear. Kuchma will serve in the box. Zachary Major. You're looking at him now, 7 in yellow, twisting his way along for Alexander DeBook. DeBook can flip it from his backhand into the corner. It's going to be Lutflin to stymie his man Fisher. Savignac, Weisshay, left it over to the high slot. A quick pass, Filion in front, and it's a save made by Maxim Ivanov. A scoop chip play made by Savignac. Even better read there by the netminder of the year for the Bradford Rattlers. Stemper and Slesnyov are out. Malm and Carlson come back. It's going to be Baxter and Lutflin on defense. DeBook on the face-off for the Lynx. Again, power play for West Nipissing. It has a minute 30 remaining. Cross-checking the official call on Richard Kuchma. Combination of passes. Weisshay missed the mark, and it's Carlson. A chance here, shorthanded with Malm. Malm, and that shot just would not go. A fanning attempt, shorthanded by Arvid Malm. The netminder Morozek was covering the low part of the net. A good second effort defensive play made by Major. And he can work his way into the zone, has DeBook on the trailing side. DeBook back for Weisshay. His ripping shot there into the glove of Maxim Ivanov. Stemper and Slesnyov come back out. Baxter and Lutflin will head off. Orikov and Matvey Minets. The first power play line out. Forward-wise for the West Nipissing Lynx, it's going to be Filion against Stemper, who then gets waved out for Gleb Slesnyov. Clean face-off win for the captain. Filion to the blue line. Finlater snapped his stick in half. Gleb Slesnyov, disadvantage now for the Lynx. It's a 2-on-2 rush. Finlater, again, no stick. Slesnyov takes it back to himself there, and that one was kicked away by Morozek, who was hugging the post. Baxter, a chip pass, can be picked off by Frank Ekholm, the former Rattler. Lead pass, and it's Filion, the captain of West Nipissing. Through pass, and he found Major. 7 in yellow, drop pass. It's Barbara, Curl and Drake, fake the shot, didn't shoot. Filion just trying to keep that puck alive, and he can't do so before Major has to backpedal into his own zone, being watched by Stemper. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Blake Barber, alternate captain for the Lynx, will weave his way into the zone and carry it into the corner. Orikov will meet him first. Fisher ties up his man. Fisher, Barber, Filion in front. Pass was too far behind him. Perfect time for Kuchma to start coming out of the box. We are back to 5 aside. Slesnyov, a good read defensively made by Major. He's able to spring Filion Into the zone, it's Filion still holding it. Being worked over by Lutflin. It's picked off and a chance here for the Rattlers. Kuchma joining the rush, and it's Slesnyov. Holding, Slesnyov shoots into the glove of Morozik, and no further play. Vladislav Morozik, the 19-year-old standing at 6'1" from Russia. Playoff record of 5-1. He has one shutout to his name. Navziger and Melander, a pair of 25s, doing it on the face-off. Borisov all alone in front, trying to work his way back. Morozik is down, and the puck is cleared by Burnett. And it's going to be icing on the Lynx. Dangerous opportunity for the Bradford Rattlers, trying to cash in and regain their 2-goal lead they had in the first period, where the Lynx were able to answer back on a goal by Matthias Weissche. He picked up his 7th goal of the playoffs, number 3 in yellow. You'll be seeing a lot of him here tonight. 25s do battle on the face-off once more. This time it's the Lynx 25, Navziger, able to win that face-off and work it around. We're going to be rattled against the boards for Chitteroni. Lutflin in a tie-up there. Navziger further down low, picked off by Melker Melander. Melander 25 in green. We'll get it to the blue line. It's a chance here for Baxter. His shot just kicked on wide. Chitteroni will pick it up now for the Lynx. Trying to start a breakout, can't do so. Kept alive by Borisov, and it's further out for Roman Orikov. Elevated pass from Tyler Baxter, and it's a relay back for Orikov, and he'll twist it from his backhand further into the corner. Lafreniere left it. Borisov can punch it on further, but it's going to be Chitteroni just to hack it. Not out of the zone, however. Good keep in by Orikov, looking for a Melander. It's going to be stymied away from Chitteroni, but out of the zone. Orikov on a back pedal. Relays it to Matvei Binets, a centering feed and a good reception made by Borisov. Picked it up on his forehand. Borisov, a curl and drag shot blocked there by Drolet. Rebound is loose, and it's going to be Lafreniere skating it to it first for the Lynx. Watch there by Binets. He'll hit center, can't dump it in, but a second effort is successful. Buntanik slapping it off the boards to Durarium. Durarium able to just chop it out of the zone. Major can watch Melander and Finlander go into the corner. Melander going down, a good strong base made by Finlander. Lutflin just trying to get that puck further into the zone, can't do so, has to skate into his defensive zone to make a play. Gave it right into the paraphernalia of Carson Laurent, who was back in. Weissche pumped it back for Laurent. Laurent gets stampled there by Kuchma. Kuchma got a stick in the face for his efforts, and he's arguing to the referee about it. Finlander again, 4 in yellow. Got it across Dubuc. Kuchma will head off on a change. The man, Alexander Dubuc, kind of went right by him. Kuchma didn't bother to make a play. Budny lost the handle. Carson Laurent, an aerial skyrocket pass will drop right for Carlson. Isaac Carlson, Zakharov found him here, rang it off the post! Third post in this contest for the Bradford Rattlers so far, and so it remains a 1-goal lead here between the Rattlers and the Lynx here from the BWG and Bradford. Carlson could get twisted along. Has the captain mob to work with, back in front, scores! Arvid Malm picking up his 3rd goal of the playoffs. The captain regaining the 2-goal lead for the Rattlers on a beautiful pass thrown on by Isaac Carlson, who picks up his 9th point of these playoffs. 2-goal lead, and it's going to be the captains meeting at center again. Carlson will get the assist. Rattlers are back for more, however. The captain, Arvid Malm, has it. A chip pass in front looking for Keller, and it just hopped over his stick. Lynx are back in. It's Nathan Fisher. His shot kicked wide by Ivanov. McKay dropped it back. Barber. Ekholm from his backhand trying to outweight Ivanov. Puck is loose. It's sitting right on the goal line. It comes loose, and the whistle sounds. That puck was sitting in between the bright pad of Maxim Ivanov and the post. One tap of the puck and it would have found its way into the net. Miraculously for the Rattlers, That puck stayed out of the cage. It remains a 2-goal lead, a fresh 2-goal lead for the Bradford Rattlers here tonight. 13:40 time remaining in the second period. Filion and Malm will meet again. Defensive zone face-off for the Rattlers. Possession to Blake Keller, who gets tripped up, but play will continue. Carlson is back in with Drolet over him. Keller, I beg your pardon, has just taken himself a retaliatory penalty, slashing the stick of, I believe that was Weische, 3 in yellow. We got a ref you suck chant going on in the BWG. You can see in the bottom right part of your screen, well, never mind. Right part of your screen a moment ago, you can see all the kids that are in attendance here tonight. They were playing in the intermission, the first intermission game that was going on. Those are these players. West Nipissing goes back on the power play. Laurent will skate into the face-off zone against Stemper. It's a tie-up, and it'll get possession to the Lynx. Major, a drop, and it's Laurent twisting it on back for Major. Weische has a goal here tonight. To the blue line, it's Major again. His ripping shot from the blue line found its way to Ivanov, who made the save. Stemper needs to clear for Team Green. Morozic will leave it for Weische. Weische centering feed out of the reach of Laurent. Kuchma will backhand and shovel that one out of the zone. Savignac may have got a stick in the face. Blake Keller, an unsportsmanlike conduct is the official call. Travis Defoe starting up the Let's Go Rattler chants here tonight. Weische gets stood up there by Kuchma, and Kuchma got the worst of that one. Hard to knock off 21-year-old standing at 6 feet tall. Matthias Weische. Working his way in is Laurent, has Savignac with him. A good block there by Stemper. Major, a good keep of the zone. He found Matthias Weische. His shot into the glove of Ivanov, and it pops loose. Carson Laurent, good second effort, keeping that puck alive. Savignac gets drilled by Kuchma, and that's going to be an interference call against Bradford. Arguably the two top players for the Bradford Rattlers are going to be in the penalty box. Blake Keller gets joined by Richard Kuchma. A 5-on-3 man advantage for 42 seconds. And this is a perfect opportunity for the Lynx to get back into this contest. It's going to be Filion on the face-off for the Lynx to start it all. Finlander, Fisher. Stretch pass looking for a Barber. It's going to be out of the zone. Finlander has to backpedal. The captain, Filion. 21 in yellow can weave his way into the zone. A play to the opposite way. A good read by Ivanov. Dangerously played it out, however. Fisher to the blue line. Major won't shoot. Finlander will. His drive, and he just kicked it wide. Funny hop off the stanchion will go right to Carlson, and he'll try to do it himself. Carlson 1-on-4. Baxter, a chip out, didn't work, and coming back in is Ekholm. Frank Ekholm got around Lutfelen, but a good second effort made by Lutfelen, and he's able to get that puck out of the zone. You see Morozic leaving it for Barber. Fisher expect the pass, and he got it. Opposite corner play, Ekholm giving chase over Tyler Baxter. Ekholm possesses that 6'4" reach. Gets planted there by Baxter. Shot from the line, kicked out by Ivanov, who saw it all the way. Major ran into there by the captain, Malm, and that puck comes out of the zone. It's Blake Keller racing after Finlander. Blake Keller comes to the goal. Keller, and he just kicked it wide. Arvid Malm back for Keller in front. Stop by Morozic again. Savignac back after it. 30 seconds to go of the power play for the Lynx, and they drop it on back for Laurent. Twisting his way around Malm, and it's stymie effort there. The captain Malm racing after Laurent, who has too much speed to work with, and a quick combination play over for Matthias Weische. Barber leaving it for Dubuc, got stymied up by Matvei Munetz, and so Malm is quickly after his man before the Lynx are called on an offside. Keller out of the box, so it's 5-on-4 for the Lynx, only for 10 more seconds until Richard Kuchma makes his way out of the box and back into the playing surface. Expect Kuchma to come right off to the bench in exchange for another forward. They have Bunzeniks and Melander out there, 2 defensemen in Baxter and Vargas, a normal combination of D pairings. Savignac, Laurent, and Dubuc. Weisshay and Major, the 5 out for the West Nipissing Lynx. Dubuc lost it to Melker Melander, shorthanded, got around Major. Melander, we're back to 5-on-5. Kuchma steps out onto the box, and he'll head to the bench in exchange for Merit Nugamanov. I beg your pardon, Artem Borisov coming out onto the ice. A turnaround move there by Dubuc, lost it to Baxter, and he'll give it further into the corner. Major is backhand, given away. It's Bunzeniks, a chance here. High slot, Bunzeniks scores! Anders Bunzeniks picks up his second goal of the playoffs. 3-goal lead for the Bradford Rattlers. It's 5-2. Puck back for Durarium, leaving it for Selesnyov. Scores! Back-to-back goals, and just like that, Gleb Selesnyov has his 5th goal of the playoffs. A 4-goal lead for Team Green, 6-2 over the Lynx. Vladislav Morozek's night is over. Derek Riviere, Sturgeon Falls, Ontario native. The 21-year-old, standing at 5'11", makes his first appearance in the 3rd round of the playoffs. How quickly things can change. As soon as it seemed like the Lynx are starting to get their footing behind them, a huge check thrown by Chidoroni on Bundy. The Lynx get a power play. They get a 5-on-3 power play. It was one giveaway by Major in the high slot that allowed Bunzeniks to get the 5th goal. Face-off win by the Rattlers. They come right back into the O-zone. It's Gleb Selesnyov, and he gets another goal of the playoffs, and he leads the team in goals scored here in the Russell Cup playoffs. Kuchma, look at the footwork going on there. Able to get around Bendal, who is without a stick. Chidoroni bumped there by Bunny. Icing will be waved off. Richard Kuchma. Long stretch pass, and he found Bunny. Durarium racing up to it. He found it. Durarium just avoiding a check there. Bunny, a shot there, stopped by Rivet. Puck is loose, and he's able to hold on. Barber getting dragged down by Bunny. Those two players will separate and will head off into the box. Coincidental minors going both sides. Some frustration boiling over for the West Nipissing Lynx. They were in this game the entire way. You give up 2 quick goals just like that, it's a 4-goal lead you're now up against. And the mountain to climb just got a whole lot deeper. Steeper, I should say. .8:43, time remaining in the second period. An offensive zone face-off for the Bradford Rattlers, who lead by 4 goals. Arvin Malm and the captain Filion will do battle once again. Clean win for the captain Malm. Keller further into the corner. Carlson racing after Durley. Frank Ekholm twisted it out of the zone. Fisher tied up there by Keller. Filion Try to pry that puck free, couldn't do so. A startup chance now for the Rattlers. Carlson heads to the goal. Keller relayed that pass, and it's Vargas pumping it into the corner where Carlson has it. Isaac Carlson, Blake Keller, St. Cloud, Minnesota native. A long sauce pass found Orikov. A return back for Keller. Keller, his shot into the shin pad of Filion. It'll come loose for Fisher. Half boards play, has Malm over him, and that puck does come out of the zone. Obninsk, Roman Orkovs. Got it into the zone, a chance, Litflin. Keller, shot kicked out by Rivet. Major slashing at it. Baxter will pin it off the boards, and it's going to be Keller twisting it back for Isaac Carlson. Carlson, a giveaway. Back in front, Keller gave it back, and now it's picked off once more by Carlson. Down low in front, they score! It's Blake Keller, set up by Carlson. Fourth goal of the playoffs for Blake Keller. Another beautiful setup made by Isaac Carlson. That's his 9th assist in the Russell Cup playoffs. He now leads the team in playoff points with 10. 7-2 from the BWG here in Bradford. Carlson and Melander on the assists. DeBook, a sharp angle shot, twisted up. Chitteroni keeping that puck alive. DeBook further down low, twisting it back in front for Laurent. Bunzeniks will skate back after it. Anders Bunzeniks got through center, nearly got decked there by Weische. Melander coming in, and a right call was made by the linesman, offside on Bradford. Look out, crazy Karam off a stanchion. Puck comes loose. Rivet is down. Stepper trying to whack away. Puck is still loose. Laurent covering the net. Lafreniere was hugging up the post as well to keep that puck out of the net. Savignac on a second attempt. Able to find Lafreniere. Shot it right into Navziger. Stemper, long stretch pass, and he found Nugamanov 2-on-1 with Slesnyov. Nugamanov, Weissche's down, Slesnyov scores! That's the 6th goal of the playoffs for Gleb Slesnyov, his 8th point. (8-2), and there's still another period left, folks. Major a pass, can't find McLaughlin. Filion racing after Durarium. Again, 2nd of the game, 6th of the playoffs. You hear the announcement from JR, it's Gleb Slesnyov. Nugamanov and Stemper drawing assists, and that's another playoff point for Aaron Stemper, who has really found himself the hot hand in these playoffs. David Majerchik. Benjamin Durarium, Weische on Zakharov. It'll come to Vargas from the blue line, and he'll dump in, and Vargas got planted there by McLaughlin. McLaughlin, another check thrown on by Durarium. Perhaps an energy line put together by the Lynx here. Frank Ekholm with Filion. Whiteshea will now join this top line with Filion and Ekholm. Whiteshea already has a goal here tonight. It was the Lynx second. Roman Orikov, Russian native, trying to lay it across to his countryman Zakharov. Finlander. A long stretch and he connects with Frank Ekholm. Frank Ekholm coming in, but the Lynx are offside. Ladies and gentlemen, some news to tell you right now about tonight's contest. Runtime is now in effect the mercy rule, so when the whistle sounds, the score clock does not stop counting down from 20 minutes down to 0 until the end of the contest. Whiteshea left it for Barber. Furthermore, into the corner, it's Lutflin, got it back from Kuchma, and a twist on for Keller with the captain Malm. Blake Keller holds, shoots into the mask of Rivet. Puck is loose. Carson Laurent twisting it on back for Whiteshea. Lutflin backhanded it for Carlson. Lost the handle. Malm can watch Carson Laurent peel back with it. Laurent through for Barber. Stretch pass out of the reach of DeBook. Carlson, a touch up, and it's Malm back through for Carlson. Carlson, the captain Malm, he shoots and scores! Arvid Malm makes no mistake. Take a bow, captain. Fifth of the playoffs for Blake Keller. He now ties Gleb Slesnyov. I beg your pardon, he ties Isaac Carlson in the team lead in playoff points. 9-2 from the BWG here in Bradford. Borisov played the bank Savignac. Tried to work it back over for the Lynx. He got it as far as about 5 feet inside the offensive zone before it's twisted back by Kuchma. Anders Bunzeniks got around Chitteroni. Bunzeniks further on, intercepted by Bendel. Jorle off the bank. It's kept alive by Borisov. They're giving the goal to Arvid Malm. Borisov could not believe he didn't have anyone open there. Carlson, the only assist on the latest goal. He adds another point to his playoff scoring resume, and it's looking pretty good for the Bradford Rattlers right now. 9-2 with 2 minutes to go here in the BWG in Bradford. Fisher, Navziger, and Burnett. Finlander and Major, the 5 out for the Lynx. Puck will come to Major, right part of your screen. Finlander. Ivanov out of his cage. He'll dump it off the boards. Kept alive by Burnett. Roman Orikov left it for Majerchek. Navziger quickly back into the corner. It's Burnett with Fisher. Got it to him there. Fisher stopped by Ivanov. Orikov dropped it, and it's Bunny right into the paraphernalia of Navziger. Burnett getting tied up there with Bunny. Quick pass, and it's Gage Navziger again. Major the drop pass. Major. Zachary Major for his backhand. Tipped on goal. Major back after it. That hot shot handled by Maxim Ivanov and no further play. Again, the whistle sounds. The score clock does not stop counting down from 20 minutes down to 0. That's why the score clock has continued to roll. Some spectators in attendance here tonight. Getting out of their seats, I think, back to the concourse area. Period about to expire in 20 seconds time. Slesnyov wants to end this period out with a bang. He has a 2-on-1 developing. It's Slesnyov for the hat trick. Got it in front. Borisov a chance there. Nurmagomedov couldn't stymie it in. filling all back after it. 10 to go in the period. A drop pass looking for Ekholm. Can't get it there. A 3-on-2 with 5 seconds to go. They need a shot here. Nugamanov. Slesnyov. His shot stopped by Rivet. And that is how we will conclude 40 minutes of play. An explosive second period for the Bradford Rattlers. They lead 9-2 over the Lynx. And we'll be back for the third period of play after this intermission. Ladies and gentlemen, another goaltender change here to announce here tonight. Vladislav Morozuk is back into the net for the West Nipissing Lynx. Third period set to be underway, and run time is in effect in the BWG. The score clock will not stop counting down from 20 minutes down to 0, just like right now. Whistle sounds, score clock keeps going. A 9-2 rout thus far for the Bradford Rattlers. Morozuk, of course, back into the cage for the West Nipissing Lynx. He's had a pretty good playoffs other than tonight. Mind you, the whole team kind of fell apart after the midway part of the second period. It was those back-to-back goals by Bunzeniks and Slesnyov that really killed the sails out of the West Nipissing Lynx, and they were really coming, folks. They were really pressuring the Bradford Rattlers. They kept tying, they tied the game, they got down 2 goals, they came back within 1 goal again. It was a 3-2 tie, or a 3-2 lead for the Rattlers, but of course the skill of the Bradford Rattlers just a little too much for the Lynx here tonight, and you can assure that the Lynx are going to put their best game forward tomorrow night, and it's going to be a 7:30 puck drop from this exact same arena, and the exact same guy will be calling the game for you. Yours surely up here from the BWG in Bradford, and we are so happy to be streaming here on YouTube Live. To all you great fans of the comments, I know there's been some arguments in the comments. Trust me, I see what's going on in there. I see the chats going on. Aaron Borisov's throwing a clinic on right now, and he just saw him whip that shot just wide. Melander ran into there by Jorlet. Shamil Lutflin lost the handle, and it's coming over for Alexander Dubuc. His centering feed looking for Laurent. It just skipped wide. Laurent picked off by Lutflin, who gives Carson Laurent a pretty good whack in the midsection. No reaction from Carson Laurent. Dubuc back in. Stymied up by Tyler Baxter. And yes, hello to everybody tuning in to tonight's action. Whether you're a fan of the Rattlers, fan of the Lynx, or you just saw a random hockey game being lived and you saw the cool thumbnail and of the YouTube video, you clicked on the game, and hopefully you're sticking around to take on some GMHL playoff action. A lopsided affair here from the BWGA. Fanning shot there, thrown off by Bendel. Vargas miscued on Slesnyov, and so icing is called on Team Green. Game 2 of this best-of-7 series will be tomorrow night. Tonight was a 8:30 puck drop, normally an hour late from the usual home games here in Bradford. Tomorrow night, a normal Sunday night 7:30 puck drop. Sunday night on ice, we'll be back once again. And of course, after the game tomorrow night, Bradford will head for 2 games on the road for games 3 and 4 in West Nipissing. Sturgeon Falls, you could say. Of course, the West Nipissing Lynx, if you remember in the GMHL, the Sturgeon Falls Lumberjacks. If my memory serves me correctly, I believe it was just a rebranding and a change of ownership. I do believe. I know there's a Lynx superfan in the chat right now, so you have any more info on that, any clarity on the Lumberjacks turning in to the West Nipissing Lynx. You just saw Artem Borisov score the Rattlers' 10th goal of tonight's contest. Artem Borisov, that's his 5th goal of the playoffs, his 6th point. 10-2 Rattlers. And the theme will continue for 2023-24. Bradford Rattlers perfect so far against the West Nipissing Lynx. I beg your pardon, it's going to be Gleb Slesniev getting the hat-trick goal. Nugamanov will get the assist. Slesnyov now has 7 goals, 2 assists, 9 points. And only 4 playoff games played. That shot by Munitz will go up and out of play. Even talking to my cameraman Marcus here, I swear it was Merit Nugamanov who got that 10th goal, but they're going to give it to Gleb Sleznyov. Filion back in. Former Rattler Frank Ekholm got a testing shot on goal, purposeful rebound right to the plane of Frank Ekholm. Now possession to the Lynx in the O-zone. Barber, and if you're the Lynx, just get shots on goal, just like Barber just did on a beauty curl and drag effort. Filion, a pick off and a shoot on goal. Ivanov seen enough, you will make the save. In the regular season, the Bradford Rattlers a perfect 5-0 against these West Nipissing Lynx. Of course, in the past meetings between the Lynx were kind of undermanned at all those kills. The Lynx have beaten the Rattlers before, but you got to go back to the 2022-23 season. It was the first game of the regular season that year. And it started off for the first time in franchise history, the Rattlers lose their very first game to start the season. Didn't seem to matter, of course. This is going to be the team that ended up winning the Russell Cup Championship last year. Lutflin from the blue line, shot hit a maze of bodies in front, and it will go right into the glove of Vladislav Morozyk. His stats in the playoffs were good enough for third overall in the Russell Cup playoffs. Vladislav Morozyk, native of Russia, the 19-year-old, standing at 6'1" here tonight. Given to tonight's contest a record of 5-1. Of course, the one-loss game in the Ville-Marie Pirate Series, and Morozyk will clear that puck himself. If the net was empty, that might go in. A little wide of the mark. Melker Melander lost the handle. Carson Laurent back in. His trigger pull blocked by Lutflin. Lutflin donning 55 in green here tonight for the Rattlers. You see him cross-check on DeBook. Navziger lost the handle. That's going to be an aerial lift by Tyler Baxter. Did not connect with anyone in a green uniform. Icing called on Team Green here. Approaching the 10-minute mark of this, the third period. And again, runtime is in effect here from the BWG. First time ever that the West Nipissing Lynx have made it to the Northern Division Finals. Another action in the Southern Division Finals, the Bradford Bulls took care of the North York Renegades in Game 1 of their best-of-7 series. They won that contest 6-2 earlier tonight. Dominant win by both Bradford teams here tonight. This game still unofficial, but you can pretty much tell it's going to be a Game 1 victory for Team Green. A beauty kick save off a nice angle in front by Weische, looking for his second goal of the night. Sleznyov to Stemper. Gleb Sleznyov, pocket pick there by Major, and he might have a step here. Crossing pass for DeBook, outletted it to Major. A drop pass for Weische. Nice move. Weische shot, big rebound, they score. Alexander DeBook getting it right back for the West Nipissing Lynx. They have their third spot. DeBook picking up his 5th goal of the playoffs. 16 points in 7 playoff games played. It's not much, but it's something. It's a positive in what has turned out to be a rather negative night overall for the West Nipissing Lynx. Not many teams can say they've scored 3 goals on the Bradford Rattlers all year long, and it's only happened a handful of times this season. Especially when he got Maxim Ivanov in net for the Bradford Rattlers, of course, the 2023-24 goaltender of the year for the GMHL. So far in the playoffs, 3-0, an undefeated record for Maxim Ivanov. Goals against of 1.33 and a save percentage of .963. One shutout to add, and all those points totaled in the playoffs. Leads the league, no surprise. Winning streaks of 12 and 14 in the regular season. Rattlers' current win streak is 10 games. The current win streak on for the West Nipissing Lynx is 7. One of those streaks will end here tonight, and you can probably guess which one it's going to be. That dump in by Minet's caromed up and out of play. This is the Rattlers' 46th game played this season. West Nipissing skating up in their 49th game played this season. Lynx with more playoff games. They had those 2 games in the first round against Sanitaire. Took care of the Barracuda rather handedly. Classic series, of course, against the Ville-Marie Pirates, and a shocker, if I'm going to be completely honest. I would have had the Ville-Marie Pirates winning that series all day long, but the Lynx with great resilience. The first real upset of these playoffs. Of course, the Bradford Rattlers only lost 3 times in regulation this season. 2 of those were in Ville-Marie. So if the Pirates ended up meeting up with the Rattlers here, this could be a whole different story here for this Game 1, Round 3. That blistering shot by Baxter scorched wide. Keller away from Fisher. Nice move. A pirouette by Keller. Checked off by the captain, Filion. They'll go into the corner. Filion kicks it to the blue line. Lidflin a good keeping of the zone, but it'll come loose on a good second effort made by Carson Laurent. Acoma's all over his former teammate Tyler Baxter. Played it off the bank, and it's the captain Arvin Malm. A long stretch pass off the shin pad of Ekholm, and so Major can work it back for Filion. Had his pocket pick there by Arvin Malm, the captain of the Rattlers. A twist effort through center, unable to find Carlson on the pass. Ekholm, Filion, now Burnett. Away from Carlson, punt to himself by Blinzenix, but it's going to be called on an offside. Ekholm was further into the zone. Double D Music, I appreciate you in the comments giving us a little backstory on the rebrand, so to speak, from the Lumberjacks to the Lynx. I had a feeling it was due to new management, and we got confirmation of that. I appreciate it. Barossa came out of his cage to play it. Burnett will just swipe it on out of the zone. Didn't go far, and so he'll race after his own dumping. 7:30 to go in the period. Chip in by Bunzenix from Orikov. Major just trying to get that puck out of the zone. He'll do so successfully. Icing will not be called. They're going to say Melander did get a piece of that puck before it came all the way back down. A tip up by Artem Borisov came right to Blake Barber. Orikov leaving it for Marcus Varga. Stretch pass through center. Hit Borisov, and he'll skate after it. McKay after it for the Lynx. Pedaling it further for Barber. Good reverse hit on Borisov. Matthias Weissche shoveling it across for McKay, who can make a play now. He'll find the glass and get that puck out of the zone as far as center. Settled up by Kuchma, and so he'll skate backwards into his own zone, trying to flex away from Weissche. Kuchma a drop. That means Weissche had to back out. Matvei Minet's 26 in green. Hits center, dumps in, got a pretty good hack into his hands by DeBook. Barber, McKay, back to Barber. Josh McKay, the 19-year-old out of Sudbury, Ontario. Puck handler now made a pass to the opposite side. Fresh out onto the ice was Drolet to make that play, who dumps in. Offside is pending called. Lynx did not touch that puck in the O-zone. Play continues, so it's Aaron Stemper. Stymied there by Laurent, who's all over him, but a good strong pace by Stemper kept that puck to himself. Slesnyov with the hat trick here tonight. Got held down, but still able to make a play to Stemper, but that'll allow the Lynx to come in on a potential 3-on-2. Long stretch pass out of the reach of Bendel, and so Ivanov will cover it and hold on with 5:40 to go here in the third period. Delayed penalty coming up, and it's going to go against the Bradford Rattlers. Daniela Zakharov called for elbowing. Just under the 5-minute mark here of the third period. Zakharov not a fan of the call. The Lynx will go back on the power play. Already have one man advantage goal to their name here tonight off Matthias Weishay's stick. Savignac, Dubuc, Laurent, Major, and Barber. 5-0 for head coach Mo Mantha and the West Nipissing Lynx. Picked off there by Stemper, comes into the zone, Selesnyov. Short-handed, gave it away, chance for the Lynx. Ivanov the save, big rebound. Selesnyov tied up his man, and that allows the puck to come out of the zone. Alexander Dubuc, the leading scorer in the regular season for the Lynx, out at 99 points. That shot by Savignac was kicked aside by Ivanov, nearly trickled behind him, but it went wide into the corner. Borosuk settling it back down for Weishay. Weishay returned it back for Savignac. A drop in it's Dubuc, given away to Melander, and he'll connect with Bunzaniks, and Melander will now join the rush short-handed. Bunzaniks watched there by Weishay, the defenseman, or the forward playing defense right now. Frank Ekholm got it to the corner. Fisher can pump it to the opposite side. Finlander after it, 4 in yellow. Down low, and it's the captain, Stefan Filion. Strugen Falls, Ontario native, back to Sweden's Melker. Frank Ekholm, I should say. That one tipped off by the captain, Filion, off a shot from Finlander. Kept alive, and it's Filion. Cross pass, it's Ekholm. A fluttering shot will roll on goal to Ivanov, who will make the save. That'll do it for the man advantage. Zakharov will come out of the penalty box, make his way back out onto the ice. Penalty has expired, but once the puck is dropped, he will come out, but never mind. They are going to let Zakharov come out of the box now. I would have thought maybe they would wait till the next whistle to bring Zakharov up, but it's going to throw him right back to take this face-off against Filion in the offensive zone for the Lynx. Clean face-off win. That's one thing the Lynx have done very well here tonight, is their face-off wins. Routine glove save for Maxim Ivanov, and the BWG gets a pretty good jolt from that. It's going to be a successful Game 1 victory. The Rattlers will still remain undefeated in the playoffs with 2 minutes to go here now in the third. Again, Game 2. Tomorrow night, 7:30 puck drop from the BWG. That screaming shot from the blue line was handled by Filion. Ivanov elects to hold on. Ludflin and Orikov make their way back onto the ice. Baxter and Vargas will make their way back to the bench, and that is probably the last shift for those two. Off the type, see another face-off win for the Lynx. All they gotta do, if the Lynx tidy up defensively and play the same game they've played tonight, just clean up on defense for Game 2, it's gonna be a pretty good tilt. It might even be a 1-goal game the entire way. Jordan Richardson, PA announcer here in the BWG in Bradford, announces there's under a minute to go in the third period. Ludflin off the bank, recepted it. Give it to Orikov, elevated up the gut for Bunny. Daniela Zakharov, hard after the puck, got it to Deraria. Moroza can slide it aside. Bundy got a cross-check in the face, and that's going to be called. 25 seconds to go. The clock is still counting down. Fisher. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Looks like the power play will not get underway as we have 10 seconds to go now in the period. The Bradford Rattlers, dominant once again. They win Game 1 of this best of 7 between the Rattlers and the Lynx. Tomorrow night, 7:30, will be Game 2 between the Rattlers and the Lynx. And we look forward to being there, and we look forward to having you guys watch with us as well. Victorious Bradford Rattlers congratulate Maxim Ivanov. Great performance. Did get beat twice. A little unusual to see if you're Maxim Ivanov, but nonetheless, the most important thing that matters is the W. 14 green and a 1-0 series lead. Always so important. Rattlers head off, and so will we. So for Nick Stella and the Bradford Rattlers organization, we bid you all a good hockey night for now.